okay? Those organizers, you know, the best organizers can get people to make a commitment to show up for a Friday night, a full Saturday, and a full Sunday. That's how much 20 hours is. That tradition, those guys know how to get those commitments. And that's what Carlos is saying, when you don't have momentum, you gotta do exactly the same thing. When you have momentum like Obama, the first Camp Obama trainings were 2 days, right? They were 2 full days. The first ones were 2 full days. And they didn't have any problem getting commitments for 2 full days. Actually, they had too many people.
Sam?
I just want to totally draw such a circle around one of the things that you just said, because, I mean, well, yes, I totally agree that people can come and commit, but about the committing to each other in response to the point that you raised, because in my experience, you can absolutely have a charismatic facilitator who really lights up a room, blah, blah, but if you are trying to train many, many people to give these trainings, it's very useful if those people have a lot of, like, visual aids, and there are, you know, many other things that they don't have to be the charismatic facilitator. But then the thing that I think, in my experience at least, has been really, really effective is having those small groups and dialogues between people, because when people are committing to each other in the room and listening to each other's stories, the level of commitment is incredible. And watching, like, you know, we were doing these many, many thousand-person trainings on the same day, and so I was, like, just Twitter stalking it, basically, and all these people were coming in, like, you know, my facilitator is terrible, he's, like, stuttering, and he's really nervous, and I was like, oh god, but then when people started talking to each other in space, they were like, this is the most important thing I've ever done, I'm gonna be here all weekend, and so, like, that kind of stuff can help correct for someone who's, like, not comfortable being in the front of the room necessarily, but there's space to commit to each other.
You know, I just want to say, what Carlos is saying is that you use the one-on-one relationships to bring somebody together with a group of 5 to 7 leaders, which in labor organizing we call it the first committee meeting. And then the committee commit to each other to be a committee. And then they mobilize the base for the training.
Let's get another one on.
I would just add as well, I found it very useful as well to use data, like not too much data, but enough data to really agitate people. And people are coming to the training, even if it's a small training, because they're looking for an answer. And so if you're using data in the right way, then you're agitating the shit out of people, and they're so mad, and they're like, okay, what do I have to do? And then you put it out there, and it's like in comparison to the problem and like what you could win. One training for 2 days is almost like the scale comes to your place. But people need that affirmation around the pain that they're feeling. Like the affirmation through data. Yes, like, I knew that, but it's great to see the numbers, which means I'm not alone.
So let's close up a little bit about the advanced training, because I think this is really important. So what is the advanced training? Just to reiterate, how you say it? Okay, thank you. ESL2Q. Okay. It is really for leaders that are really committed to a higher level, right? They're really committed to running campaigns that are from 15 days to 6 months. Really, that's the commitment of advanced training. Now, if you're really training a leader to run campaigns, they need a whole different training. Is that true or not? Do they need a higher understanding of strategy and organization? Yes or no? It's a different kind of systematization, right? It's really either for the coordinators or the coaches of the teams at the regional or state level, right? And some of the main topics are campaign development, plan format. They really got to understand plan format, which is what we shared in the session before, and really how to organize people and resources. So a lot of people and resources management and tactical methods, you know? So this is just some of the inventory criteria that people need for advanced training. Paul?
I just want to say this, in Oxport, they would create upgrade trainings based on needs too.